renovations that take creativity to a whole new level.
It's incredible!
A tile transformation that's over the top.
This was the toys.
A farmhouse.
This is what the place looked like?
Escapes its gnarly past.
That's nasty.
And in the land of Mardi Gras, a parade-worthy home thanks to some heavy-duty hammer time.
Goofball.
Settle on in for some serious fun. Generation Renovation is coming up next. Hi everyone, I'm Gabour Swanson in an awesome Miami neighborhood called Morningside. This Florida beauty was all beast just a few years ago, and we've got the pictures to prove it. But first, let's head to New Orleans, the Big Easy for one tough transformation. The owners there say it wasn't love at first sight, not second, or even third.
It took 5 years for me to stop hating this place.
Oh, I always liked it from the beginning.
Sure, it looks great now, but 7 years ago, when Jim Gabour and Faun Fenderson first saw this arts and crafts house, it was trashed.
Yeah, and as bad as it looked that day that we came, they had already cleaned it up for 3 weeks.
To buy or not to buy? That was the question. The asking price was right, so Jim and Faun brought a video camera to act as an impartial witness.
And there was a horrible wall across here. Very claustrophobic little wall in blue, and
That was a pretty color. And then we went in the doorway, which was through that wall that was there. And of course it looked really horrible because of the graffiti and everything on the walls.
In those days, this New Orleans neighborhood was so rough, even the stuff that was bolted down got stolen, including the front gate. Despite it all, the couple was intrigued.
When I saw the columns, I said, yes, this is our house. I was really excited because I saw the potential of what we could do.
I saw the labor.
Well, what can I say?
Both became guardian angels to a house that had seen better days, but was built on sacred ground. In the 1800s, St. Peter and Paul's Convent and Church stood where this house is now.
This particular lot had a lot of, as we say, mojo going for it.
The church was moved just a few streets over. The original building came down, and in 1890, the home went up.
And this house was a very powerful place when we got into it.
First to fall was the wall in the hallway, thanks to the help of Jim's brother and Big Bertha.
That hammer kind of symbolized what we were going to do. When we finally ripped down the actual structure and opened this whole area up, it was like a miracle. Pretty amazing.
The living room was liberated, a breakthrough that opened up the alcove as well, creating the perfect spot for a favorite chair.
Now we call it like our prom chair. We have parties, we have...
When people come over, we take their pictures.
Yeah, here's the prom photos.
Goofball.
Jim knocked down another wall upstairs to create an opening to below. The next big job was taking off the burglar bars.
Well, my brother and I took a whole day, 12 hours, to get those bars out because they've been put in with railroad spikes. And at the end of the day, we're sitting there exhausted. We have the bars off, and then we look up and we see we got 40 more windows to do.
It will come as no surprise that Jim and the house were now not speaking.
We weren't on speaking terms, we were more on cursing terms because it was just one nightmare after another.
There's some termite damage, water damage there.
His was an epic battle between man and beast, or in one case, toilet.
I'll tell you, that was a despicable toilet.
The plumbers had refused to remove it, so one day, Jim got fed up and tossed the toilet off the old fire escape.
That's about as loud a sound as I've heard anything make in a while. Tossing it down was quite a wonderful experience. It was a good, to use a better word, purgative. It was a purgative,
Yes, yes.
The upstairs also boasted a second kitchen, which the couple turned into a master bedroom. But the transformation wasn't all internal. The backyard, once a concrete jungle,
Yeah, this was really a mess, too.
was filled with fruit trees and goldfish. It's here that the couple found remnants of the church, old bricks that were reused for garden pathways, and planters.
Everything here seems to have a tie back to the past, and because we're the modern house on the block, it's great to have something that makes us feel really part of the neighborhood. And that's a New Orleans gumbo.
But making this house into a home took several years, and Faun's special touch at faux painting. The fireplace went from bland to vibrant. Where there once were closets, windows now complement the rich fireplace detail.
Thank God Faun is here because she adds color and dimension and liveliness to this house.
Thanks, that was sweet.
Jim has put his mark on the house as well.
This was part of a costume, the crown for the Pharaoh's embalmer.
Don't ask.
It's a little heavy, but not as heavy as you would think. You know, and you do have to be careful going in low doors.
The day after Mardi Gras, Jim's costumes become sculpture.
It became part of the house, and it sat on this newel post now for, 5, 6 years, a long time. That's kind of a fun part of it, by having so much of our individual energy plugged into this joint. It gives us the real feeling of home.
And it only took 5 years of blood, sweat, and tears to get there.
I've forgotten most of that now. I'm pretty happy. I'm more than happy here. I'm very happy.
Well, that's good.
Still to come on Generation